Hi, this is Aharon Dubinsky coming to you today from the Chut Shel Chesed Yeshiva Beit Knesset in the holy city of Yerushalayim in the beautiful state of Israel. And it's a beautiful day today. So I'm going to give you some words to think about. We are under the auspices, under the supervision of our beloved Rabbi and spiritual guide, Rabbi Shalom Arush. May Hashem bless him always. Let me ask you a question. Well, it's not an original question. The question has been asked before. It's been asked actually in Pirkei Avot. It's been asked in Mishnah. The question is, who is the one who is truly rich? Now, it's a question that seems pretty simple, and most of us I know, our thoughts could go to money. Money makes us rich. Gold makes us rich, even though we're told that he who goes after gold will never be satisfied with gold. That's a very, very interesting statement, considering the fact that, given the question, most people you ask would tell you it's money. But it can't be money. First of all, let's talk about what is rich. Because rich has a lot of different explanations, a lot of different ways of talking about it. There are people who are considered to be rich who are anything but. I mean, all of us know of the comedian, or most of us do, the comedian Robin Williams. He was a man I would venture to say was very well off, extremely well off financially, yet for whatever reason, he decided to take away Hashem's greatest gift at the age of 65. What a shame. Apparently, he wasn't happy. Yeah, he wasn't happy. There is an answer to the question. I'm going to give it to you right now, and I'm going to go on and explain why it is the way it is. Who is the one who is truly rich? He who is satisfied by what he has. He was content with what he has. He is the one who is truly rich. Why? Because he doesn't worry about how does he get more, what is going to happen. He's connected to Hashem in a way of emunah that a lot of us in our organization know about. We believe everything comes from Hashem. It all has purpose. That purpose is always for our ultimate best. Therefore, how could we not be content? If your Father loves you and He'll give you everything that you need, how could you not be content with that? There's a story once about a man who was fairly well off, living in Beverly Hills, California, in the United States. It's a very wealthy area. And he's driving his Ferrari one day, and he parks it on the side of the road, and he goes to get out of it, and as soon as he opens the door, before a blink of an eye, a truck comes along and takes the door off. Oh, he just starts crying, "My door, my Ferrari, my door, my Ferrari. Oh my gosh, look what happened to my Ferrari." And meanwhile, a policeman comes up to him and he says, "What happened here?" He said, "Didn't you see it? That truck came along and took the door off of my Ferrari." And the policeman said, "Are you insane? Listen to you, all the physical things you're talking about. Didn't you even know that your arm was also taken off?" The guy looks down and he goes, "Oh my gosh, my Rolex." Well, it sounds funny, but it's not funny, and there are many people who live their lives like that. They believe they are what they own. You are not what you own, unless what you own is of a more spiritual nature. If you own peace of mind, that's a value. That makes you rich. If you have a family who is healthy, well off, stays on the derech, things are going well at work, things are going well at home, you can pay your bills every month, you can take care of your parnasa almost effortlessly all the time. Oh yeah, by the way, parnasa does not mean that you have a 4,000 square foot home. Parnasa includes a place to live, clothes, and food. If you have them, my goodness, you have parnasa. So that's what you want to be looking for, is the things that will truly make you happy. Money comes and money goes. I've known many people who have millions of dollars. How many million? 100 million, 200 million, more. But I know somebody who's got a fortune, and their opinion is that they're poor. They think they're poor. You or I believe, would think if we had the kind of money they have, that we would be rich. But you see, that's not rich. That's not rich at all. Rich, yes, you need money for the necessities of life. And your Father in heaven, your Tati B'Shamayim, he'll give you those things. Particularly if you speak to him on a regular basis. If you let him know how overjoyed you are with everything he gives you in your life. If you let him know these things, you keep an open dialogue with him. I had somebody the other day when I was doing it Bodhidut say, wow, this is really scary. You actually look like you're talking to someone. I said, I don't know what's so scary about that. I am talking to someone. I'm talking to the one. I'm talking to the best one. I'm talking to the one who's responsible for everything I have in my life. The one who gives me the ability to breathe every day. The one who gives me the ability to see every day, to walk every day. All the things that I have that are things that are much more precious than gold. And if you don't believe it, you go ask somebody who's in the hospital with any kind of malady that is debilitating, who has lots of money, ask him if he's content. Ask him. I mean, he'll tell you. That's not what makes you content. What makes you content is a kind of riches that you don't even think about, the everyday riches that you got. When you get up in the morning and you say good morning to your wife, who loves you and says good morning back to you. That in itself, in many homes today where you find that in the world there's a over 50% divorce rate, that in itself is a wonderful gift. You look at your children, if you still have children at home, and you watch them getting ready for school, running off to school, giving mommy and daddy a kiss before they leave. And they can't wait to get back to see you again because they love you so much. That's richness. That's terrific. Can you every day get up and move around and see and hear and do all the things that you expect your body to do without ever having to have asked for it? You don't even ask for it. And yet Hashem gives it to you as a gift. Every day out of his treasury of free gifts, he gives it to you without you even asking for it. Now, I don't know how you were raised, but I was raised in a way that when somebody gives you something of value, when somebody gives you anything really, but particularly something of value, you say thank you. I remember when I was bar mitzvah, I got bar mitzvah on Shabbos. The next day, my family and I left, and we drove 2,000 miles away from a city that I'd lived in all of my life. Went from St. Louis to Seattle. I got to Seattle, and I thought, well, I'm going to go exploring. And my father said, you're welcome to go exploring as soon as you write all your thank you notes. I said, my what? Your thank you notes. You do not take gifts from someone and not say thank you. And that was my first lesson in gratitude. And now we get lessons of Rabbi Nachman, Rabbeinu. We get the lessons of Rav Sholem and Rav Brody. And they teach us these things that we should already know because all of us are brought up in a decent home. We should know these things. Gratitude is so very important. That's why when we do a Bodhidut every day, we start, before we do anything else, by saying how grateful we are for all the multitude of gifts that Hashem gives us on a regular, ongoing basis. That's how we start. You can't start any other way. And when we go from there, what is the next thing we do? We talk about teshuvah. Even though you've given me all these gifts, do I deserve them? Probably not. Because I did this, and I may have done this. As I think about it, I think I did that. And I didn't, some of these I did intentionally without thinking about the fact that there was anything wrong with them. Some of them I did accidentally. It really doesn't matter. They were all wrong. I am so sorry. Please forgive me so that I can deserve the gifts that you give me every single minute of every single day. And then we can ask for other things. What do we ask for? Oh, we can ask for all sorts of things. We can be very specific. We can say, oh, I'd like to have a very, very expensive Ferrari. Although, how will I feel if the door gets knocked off and I lose my arm in the process? Not very good. It's a fleeting thing. It comes and it goes. That's not what you ask for. What do you ask for? The things that will give you peace of mind. Peace of mind. To live a day without worry, content in everything that you have. This is what makes us rich. That's the kind of richness we're talking about. A rich life. It's not how many zeros you have after the one that you have in your bank account. Yeah, that will give you a kind of contentment, but it won't give you anything of a permanent basis. And what we look for is a permanent basis, something that every single day we can wake up to, be grateful for, be contrite about the things that we've done wrong, so that we can look at Hashem and say, could you help me to understand better what I need to understand while I'm learning? Can you help me to have better kavanah when I daven? So it's not just a bunch of words going blah, 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 blah. It's actually something that's meaningful, that is good, that I'm trying to communicate to you. This is the kind of richness that we look for in life. Why? Because it goes on and on and on. Money can be taken away. Trust me, first-hand basis, I know this. And it can leave you sometimes with nothing but a heartache. And the heartache isn't what you want in life. You want contentment. It doesn't say anything about making you wealthy. Who is the one who is rich? Who is the one who is rich? You all know the answer to this by now. He who is content with his lot, with the things that God gives you. Be content with them, be happy with them, thank him for them, and explain to him that you know you don't deserve them, but you really are very, very happy to have them, and you really are excited to thank him for giving you these things every day. You have this kind of emunah, my friends. You have this kind of contrition in your teshuvah, and you ask for the right things at the end of your hitbodedut every day. It will truly make you someone who makes this world a better place, and it will bring the coming of Mashiach Tzidkenu and the building of the third Beit HaMikdash. B'mheira b'yameinu. You all have a great week. And that smile on your face, keep it there. It looks good on you. All right? Have a great Shabbos, my friends. All the best. God bless.